You've had the privilege of working with many clients for many decades, and well, 3 decades.
I'm your dad. I'm not Methuselah.
So, as you've worked with clients for 3 decades, you've witnessed them go through many life transitions, and now one of the transitions that many of our clients are going through is retirement. One thing that we help them with before going into retirement to alleviate their worry is how are they going to have income in retirement. We help them come up with a tax-efficient retirement income plan, but what we found is that there's two big components when you move into retirement. One is the number side. It helps a lot to know that the number side is taken care of and that it's a wise decision to move into retirement at that time, but also emotionally it's a very difficult time. After working for 30 plus years, moving into this season of life where maybe you're working much less or maybe not at all, there's an emotional side to that. So how have you as a financial advisor worked with folks as they move into that and dealt with not just the number side but that emotional side as well?
The way that I work with people there has evolved significantly. When I first got into this career long time ago, my clients weren't retiring; they were just getting started. Okay, but then I was fortunate to work with a lot of business owners, and retirement is a little bit like selling your business. You don't just get out of bed one morning and decide to go sell your business. If you're smart about it, you start laying the groundwork from that well before the time that you're going to put the business on the market. And I think that that's the way people ought to look at retirement. Yes, the financial pieces ought to be in place. And for most of our clients, they're well in place, the financial pieces are. But I have seen people who went into retirement totally unprepared emotionally for it. And I think that that's where I draw this analogy to selling the business. Well before you decide to retire, you want to start asking yourself, and probably those people close to you, what are we going to do? Where are we going to live? What are we going to do in retirement? And talk to people and say, you know me, what do you think I ought to do? And they'll throw out some ideas, and some of them don't amount to a hill of beans. But every once in a while you'll get a gem there. And then you test that idea. You volunteer. You give it a few hours a week. You try it, and maybe you're really good at it, but you just don't like it. Well, that's not it. You haven't found it yet. But you keep looking until you find what the new you and what the next chapter is going to be about. Then you're getting ready to emotionally approach retirement. And that's really fun when I see people do it that way. They're well prepared for it. The people around them are well prepared for it, and they've got more in their future, more in the next chapter than just sitting home watching game shows.
Yeah, that's great, and it's really fun for us to see when both of those sides are taken care of. It's not just the number side, but they're also well prepared on the emotional side for retirement.
Oh, yeah, well, we can think of a number of people that the numbers were there, but then they retired, or perhaps they didn't retire because they were kind of looking into the abyss. They say, the money's there, but I have no clue what I'm going to do when I get up on Monday morning if I don't have an office to go to.
Right.
Wrong reason to be working, wrong reason to not retire. So, and retirement means different from what it used to. Retirement should be a new, productive, impactful stage of your life. Impactful on the family, grandchildren, children, and the community. That's a good, healthy retirement, and those tend to go very, very well.
Right. Yeah, that's great.